Lots of royal drama, as one can imagine, for the abdication of the Queen of Denmark. A lot of people have been asking me online, what's the feeling over there in the United Kingdom? Well, of course, we've been through that before, way back in the late 1930s with Edward and Mrs. Simpson. This is a slightly different story because, as you can imagine, the 81 or 80-year-old Queen has had a bit of a reputation on her past and stripped titles, done many different things, of course, throughout her long reign. But of course, yes, there are certain reverberations around that, and one might suggest exactly where is the monarchy now? A lot of people would be looking at that and thinking, can this survive? Will people embrace the new king and queen? Well, it appears so. But according to a very well-placed source, over in a land called Montecito, these two people are watching the unfolding events with very much eagle eyes. Let me explain. Hi, good morning. How are you? Nice to see you. Yes, thank you so much for joining me today. Now, yes, listen, by the way, thank you for your lovely comments about the sort of pills, booze and firing of Hollywood style. Nothing changes, it's just the way it is, isn't it? It's the sort of thing that happens. And of course, situations do change like that. And consequently, people really, if you think about it, it's just the evolvement of entertainment. People change, faces change, but the bottom line is people still treat people badly, whatever you are. Checked it out yet? Do have a look, because I think you may find this particular video slightly fascinating. Golden age of Hollywood? Not necessarily, some people might say. Back as ever, though, to your breaking royal story of the day. As I say, the abdication looming of the Queen of Denmark has created quite a ruffle, as you can imagine, in the very early start of 2024. But according to a very well-placed source, Harry and Meghan, some might suggest deludedly, are very much keeping an eye on this particular story. You see, as we told you a couple of days ago now, His Majesty the King has zero chance of abdication. He doesn't see that in his particular role or indeed his remit moving forward, as one can imagine. I mean, there he is, a man who's waited a long time to ascend the throne. A little bit like Edward VII. When you think about it, he didn't have too long on the throne thanks to the lengthy reign of his mother, Queen Victoria. But some people said that he came out of the whole process incredibly well because he proved very popular, simply because he didn't have long enough time to upset many people. But back to Harry and Meghan. Apparently, they believe that should that be the case, or indeed it should be a short role, or a short reign, should I say, well, they could instantly be called back to shore up the monarchy. I kid you not. You see, as we know, Prince Harry has said that he's still a firm believer in the institution, the monarchy as it stands, and you can understand that. That's where he comes from. Of course, Meghan, eyeing the bigger prize of global fame, global power, would see that at some point she could return simply because of the numbers. But of course, she hasn't banked on the fact that the rising stars are getting older, George, Louis and Princess Charlotte. So there would be no need for second-rate royals. But the bottom line is, the true story coming out of Montecito is, they believe that if that was the situation, at some point, and as ever we have to say allegedly, they would receive the call, or indeed Prince Harry. And as we know, Prince Harry comes with certain baggage. Some people might suggest it's called his wife Meghan Markle. So truly, they believe at some point, or perhaps Prince Harry does, that a call to return to full-time royal duty would be in the future, and it would be their decision and their, of course, terms and conditions that would merit that return. A developing story. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.